Yo, 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 what's going on? Welcome back to the Nation of Conversation. It's your boy Champ and my dog Grind Time in the building. What's good with it, man?
What's going on with the champ? Sitting back, chilling, enjoying this Sunday football.
Yeah, I remember we was talking before stream. You said you ain't messed with no bets today. It wasn't looking too appealing.
Nah, I didn't like the lines today. It wasn't too appealing to me. Plus, you got a lot of these teams that's to the point they finna start resting, and I don't know what's gonna happen out there. But it's a couple games out there, a couple meaningful games that you can look at and take. But I just decided to take the day off. I ain't really like nothing today appealing to me.
Yeah, what it
What's
do,
going
Dre?
on with it, Dre?
But yeah, like I said, the Cowboys out here playing tough for no reason. Y'all should have been losing some of them games, but y'all end up going 8-8. Y'all could have got a nice draft pick because y'all need some help over there. I don't know what y'all gonna do coming up next season, but they right there. They were just had some injuries too. But the big thing is this MVP race, man. Looks like to me, in my opinion, they trying to move the needle around too much for my boy L. Jack. I think
Hmm.
just because I think they gonna give it to Josh Allen because he don't got one yet, and Lamar got two. I think they don't want to give him his. I don't think they want to give him his third yet because he ain't won the Super Bowl yet. I think they're really holding him accountable for winning the Super Bowl more than any other quarterback. To me, if you ain't winning the Super Bowl, Lamar, you didn't have a good season. That's how I feel like they try to portray him. But I ain't gonna lie, Josh Allen, he did his thing. Everybody thought that they was gonna fall back. When Stephon got up out of there, so he put it all on his back and he got him to a top seed. So I got to take my hat off there, you know. And like I was saying too, I also liked, too bad Joe Burrow, they had to start in such of a hole. He came back, 4-8. He done won four straight. They still in playoff contention. He's having hell of a games, and he's putting up all these points, and the defense, is failing him on lots of occasions. But he get the blame. But that's what it is. The quarterback, they're gonna get the blame no matter what. That's what comes with the position. But what you think about that? Who you got for MVP?
Right now, I'm gonna give it to Josh Allen just by the slight edge to Josh Allen. But Lamar Jackson, he's definitely up there. I'm not gonna say that he's not gonna get it because he hasn't have a Super Bowl title or he hasn't been there yet. Because Lamar Jackson, he does perform in the regular season. It just you're right. When they get to the playoff, they just can't get the job done. They just can't get over that hump. So I won't penalize him for that. But Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, yeah, they're looking great. They actually surprised me this year without Stephon, and the defense is holding them down. Um, the only thing about with the Buffalo Bills, they can't beat the Chiefs. So
I was just about to bring that up next, Grind, because like you said, are
they
they
can't
gonna
beat the
hold
Chiefs.
Josh Allen
So
accountable? Right.
right, that Patrick Mahomes magic, that guy's there. He's real lucky, man. I don't care what nobody says. Chiefs is the most luckiest team I've seen in the last 4 or 5 years. The way the Chiefs get things done at the end, it just seems like magic is always on their side. But as far as MVP, I'm gonna give a slight edge to Josh Allen, but it wouldn't shock me if they did give it to Lamar. But I give it to Josh Allen right now. And Joe Burrow, yeah, he is doing great things right now. Unfortunately, I think it's too late for them. They're still
Yeah.
in playoff contention by the numbers, but I don't think they're going to make it. But yeah, Josh Allen, he gets my vote right now.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, it's been pretty much him and Lamar going neck and
All
neck
year.
for the whole season.
Yeah.
Like they exchanging great game after great game. So and I think too, it's because Lamar do got D Hen over there, they might penalize him on that part. Like, oh, you got you got one of the best backs in the game in your backfield too. It'll take a lot of pressure off you or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you still got he go out there and create himself.
Right. Yeah. Um, trying to look at these standings right here. So the Chiefs, they locked up the number one seed. So we know who's going to be the number one seed in the AFC. The goddamn
Right.
Chiefs. Um, Buffalo, I think they got to win
But
today to clinch the second seed.
yeah, the second seed. But I was gonna say, look though, and for what you were saying about the Chiefs, all those, like you say, the one score wins, the close games stuff, people missing field goals, getting the block field goal. But then when they had to show against a team like going into the end of the season, they play a hell of a game. And that can take the top off all that bad play or so-called quote unquote bad play. You go in the season with some good wins, they turn it on right at the right time. They're gonna be right back in the Super Bowl, dog.
Shit, they got a good chance to get there for damn sure. And by them clinching this early, the Chiefs are banged up. They got a lot of injuries going in, so they actually need the rest. So that's definitely going
Yeah,
to help them out by clinching that number one overall seed to get the rest to
yeah.
get healthy for the playoffs. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But that Patrick Magic and Travis Kelsey and his girl.
Andy Reid. Andy Reid gonna
Yeah, I
come
don't
with
even
that
want to mention her name, but
though.
yeah, so we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully somebody can get in their ass in this playoff and get rid of these goddamn tired of seeing the goddamn Chiefs.
I
I don't
say, man,
know.
they like the
Josh
Death
Allen get
Star.
over the hump, Lamar, somebody. Goddamn.
Like I said, man, that dude Pat, man, that's a bad man. You beat him, you deserve to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, far as right
Like I
now,
say,
far as the teams in the playoffs right now, okay, we got besides Buffalo and Baltimore, we got Houston, we got Pittsburgh, and we got the Chargers. They
Houston,
clinched, so
Houston banged up. They not playing
Houston they
really
banged
good
up. That
right
tank
now.
injury that hurt them a lot. So I don't see them doing too much in the playoffs. Pittsburgh, they starting to look like they're starting to slide a little bit over these last couple games.
Yeah.
Chargers are playing great football for sure.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Yep.
they could
Look,
definitely make an upset in the playoffs. I'm interested to
Jim
see who they
Harbaugh
match up
came.
their first game and see how far they could go. Jim Harbaugh brought them boys back to the playoffs his first year. So interested to see what they do. And I think for that last number of seed, we got yeah, let me see here. One, two, three, four. Being a four-way jam for that last seven seed between Denver, Cincinnati, Indiana, and Miami. Um, Miami, Indiana is basically out of it, but they still got mathematically a hope. It's basically coming down to Cincinnati and Denver. As far as that last number one seed, I think Denver's gonna pull it off. I think Denver will get in there. I think Cincinnati they came on too late. But let me see who did Denver got today. I mean,
No,
well,
Denver.
they played. That
No,
mean they
Denver
played
played. Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
played
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. But the Bengals won, but the Broncos were still up a game on them.
Right. That's
So
what I'm saying. Joe Burrow, he went crazy again. He had
right.
412 yards. T. Higgins went crazy. He had 3 touchdowns. You know, man, what you are they gonna break that duo up? They already let Boyd go to Tennessee. You think they're gonna have enough money to keep him, or you gonna have to go to another team?
Well, first
Because
off, NFL is a
he is the
business,
number one
so
receiver, right? He a number one receiver. So I mean,
um, I don't know. I would try to keep him. I don't. I want definitely want to see that talent go nowhere.
right?
But we know NFL is a business first, so I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
And then
But
I hope we
back to
get
what I
some
was
better.
saying about the standings. The Broncos played the Chiefs last week, and we already know the Chiefs are not going to play nobody, so that should be an easy win for the Broncos. So Broncos win that game they're in.
But you never
So
know though.
you never know
It should
because
be. Right.
you know them
Right.
second
It
strings and
should be.
third strings, they go out there trying to make a point, and them games is always tough. You know, for them type of players to make a name
But
for
look,
themselves, and if they
the
could
Chiefs
pull off that win, that would be great.
look, the Chiefs backup is Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
They can win that game. But I don't know how many starters on offense gonna sit too though. Especially on I don't know if they're resting any linemen. That's gonna be a key.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, man, I hope we get a better round of college football playoff games because that first round was not good at all.
Say
Bunch of
it was nothing but
blowouts.
blowouts, huh?
Yeah, teams didn't look like they belonged. And then they was like, "Oh, this we was trying to avoid." But yeah, they gotta reseed this. They gotta reseed after the playoffs. Just because you win your conference, you shouldn't get no bye game. And then what if I come in with a higher seed than you, but you won in your conference, but now you get a whole bye. Like, nah, that ain't make sense. Just like why is Ohio State playing Oregon in the round of 8? That should be at least a semifinal round matchup.
Yeah, the way the seasons was this year, I agree with
Right.
that. Um,
Like they need to
that's a
reseed
tough
that.
game for Oregon for damn sure. For getting a bye, you got to play Ohio State, and that team's very feisty right now. They got something to prove. Ohio State got one of the best talent. They got one of the talented teams.
Yeah, we heard about all the rumors. Man, y'all leave him alone, man. I was gonna say that too. Yeah, you can't tell no young dude about his girl, man. I don't care. You can't tell nobody about they man, they woman, nothing. If no matter if you
I
telling
look
them,
at
oh,
it.
they
He
gonna
know
do
what
this,
going
they
on.
gonna
If he
do.
happy, shit. Let him do what he do. Shit. It's
I
always
feel
gonna
like
be haters and everybody out there give you some advice and all that shit.
right.
That's them.
Just like my mom used to say, well, if you like it, I love it.
Exactly. He know what the hell's going on. He know what he
You know
signed
what
up
I'm saying?
for.
That's
So this ain't
my
nothing new.
opinion.
I
That's
understand
my
people trying to give him
opinion on that.
advice and everything, but at the same time, what this world has evolved to with this social media and making content and shit, some of this shit might be, you know, seem kind of fishy and fake to me, but who knows though. But at the end of the day, you know, if he like it, we love it. So
But the thing is though, my problem is with it though, Grind is dudes, it's dudes our age acting like they don't know what it's like to be that young and out here doing what you got to do and how people are
right.
acting at that age. That's what's cracking me up. Y'all trying to judge him on your whole grown ass man life experiences to somebody that's 21, 22 years old. It don't work like that. I know hindsight is a motherfucker, but it's hindsight for a reason. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm pretty sure if anybody done had something to say, you done told somebody something before, be like, hey man, oh girl, I seen her doing this or whatever. And they be like, I don't care. I didn't see nothing or ain't in my face. Some people move like that. You can't, I mean, what may bother you may not bother the next person.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Definitely
I said,
got that right.
you can't tell nobody about who they dealing with. I don't care. You may
Right.
not like
Right.
whatever, and you try. All you gonna do is push them closer. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 'Cause we all have been in some relationships where this person don't like this person, vice versa. If they happy who they with, you gotta accept it, and it is what it is. I see some things in people's relationship. I'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?" But obviously, he likes some or she likes some about it. So if they happy, fuck
Right,
it.
right, right.
And I'm pretty sure he knew how this broad was before he met her. So
Yeah, but yeah, that's my take on that. Yeah, I really yes, if that's who you want to roll with, that's who we rolling with. Shit. Because I mean, let's be honest. How many of these celebrities done dealt? They got kids with 2, 3 the same girl. Like this, like what? So we gonna call out everybody that had somebody that had a past. Everybody had a past. You ain't
All right,
everybody ain't no virgins. Everybody ain't no virgins walking around here. Like, come on, man. Let's stop this.
all right.
Let's stop this.
Hey, hey, like
What
an
what
OG
what
always
what
tell me
girl ain't?
before. OG always tell me before.
What,
Hey, she was fucking before you. She gonna be fucking after you. So it is what it is.
yep. I know you think you done, we get that about ourselves. Oh, they ain't gonna be with nobody else. They was with somebody
Shit,
before you, right? So
they might be doing it while
they'll
they
be with
with you. So
some.
shit. So hey man, I don't trust nothing nowadays when it comes to these type of relationships, especially with these females.
I mean, you can't put nothing past nothing, but
Oh no. Always keep your guards up.
yeah. All I'm saying is if if you comfortable with your person, how they move outside of dealing with you, because everything you do, especially in a relationship, that's gonna have an effect on your partner. So if you cool with how they moving, who gives a fuck what somebody on the internet say? Who? Well, that's how I feel about this internet shit. I don't give a damn. You don't know
Nah,
me.
man. I
You
definitely don't.
not, you know what I'm saying? Right, right. So that's my if I were to give you some advice, Trav, if you like it, I love it, bro. That's all I can say.
Right. That's it.
You know, because you gotta learn on your own. I mean, you can tell somebody something 100 times until they learn to get that experience. It don't mean nothing. 'Cause, it's just words at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. What we got going on here? Yeah, man. So, but speaking of Trav, they didn't look good in the bowl game, though, man. It looked like this stuff had an effect. To be honest, I mean, he still did his thing. But I'm talking about the overall team. It looked outclassed versus BYU. It didn't look to me. It was fishy that BYU was ranked ahead of them, you know, but they had Colorado minus what 2.5, 3.
Yeah, I think Colorado's minus 2.5. Yeah. First off, Travis Hunter and Shashir Dura Sanders shouldn't have been playing in the game in the first place. Them two should have been prepared for the draft. They don't got nothing else to prove. But I get it why they played. They wanted to play for Deion Sanders. That's the only reason why. Because if Colorado had a different coach, them two, especially them two players, wouldn't have been playing in that game anyway. So, but I get it why they played. But yeah, Colorado, once again, looked like they got exposed again. So BYU was just a better team. They were hungry and they wanted to win, and they got the job done. Far as
They was
Colorado,
they was
they did have a great year. They definitely improved this year for sure. I can't take nothing from Colorado. They definitely look different from
oh
last
they
year.
yeah they definitely overachieved.
Uh,
Definitely.
their future is definitely bright with the departures coming from Travis Hunter and Shadur Sanders. They have a great quarterback coming in. They got
Hmm.
some nice recruits coming in. So sky's the limit for Colorado because they definitely got the talent coming in.
Yeah, he did. He definitely retooled. You know,
Yeah.
but man, that's crazy. And then the other controversy, with the other, Cam, what you think about him? Sitting out the second half. I didn't have an issue with it. All right, because you can already see they was trying to paint a bunch of narratives around this. Because I'll be watching y'all other sports shows, man. Because sometimes y'all be tripping on my boys. Y'all act like y'all wasn't in their shoes, but I didn't, and they was like, oh, the coach, they didn't make up that decision. That looked like a selfish move from the optics. I'm like, you don't know what they talked about. told them all week, oh, I'm gonna sit out the second half.
Right.
He got in there, he broke the touchdown record and got out.
Yep. Like I say, it's nothing else to prove. So he wanted to get the record. And like you were saying, they discussed this all week. Hey, you get this record in the first half, second half, there's nothing else for you to prove. Hey, sit out, go get your money and go to the NFL. Because in these type of games, freak
You
injuries
never
happen
know.
all the time.
Yeah,
So what if he would have got injured real bad and all of a sudden, he can prepare for the draft? Matter of fact, you seen the type of insurance policy Colorado took out on Shador and Travis Hunter.
yeah,
It
yeah,
didn't make no sense for them to play in that game. I think it was like one of the highest ever insurance policy to take out on players.
yeah.
Yeah. So Cam Ward, I'm not mad at that decision. Break the record, do what you got to do first half. Hey, sit down. Thanks, Miami. It's been real. I'm out.
And the Giants, if y'all don't, y'all better pick either him or Shador. Period, point blank. Don't try to do nothing freaky. Go ahead, get the quarterback. You got two that you can get that's ready. So you have no reason to miss. You know,
Yeah.
Shador, he been kicking it with Malik Neighbors anyway. So they already probably building a rapport. Like, dog, we gonna draft you, man. You see, he had the Giants cleats on pregame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, but that's cool because New York, they need a
So you think
quarterback,
Cam
man.
Ward gonna go to the Raiders then?
He should. I mean, if the Raiders are smart, because that's where they had one of their biggest problem is, and that's why they're gonna get Antonio Pierce. He didn't get a fair shake. You had him out here with Aiden Daniel and Gardner Minshew at quarterback.
Yeah. But I don't know.
So,
Deion Sanders, he
so I
pretty
don't.
cool with Antonio Pierce too. So, but if New
So
York
I don't
definitely gets
know.
the first pick, they definitely got to get Cam Ward, Shador. But I don't know what other great quarterbacks coming out this year besides them two. You think
Quinn,
that has a shot to go before them?
not before them, none.
None. So
They
you
the
think them two
no.
is the first two should be taken?
Yeah, at quarterback, yes.
You don't like Quinn
Yeah,
Ayers?
no. He's
I like
overrated to
Quinn
me.
game, man. He's a
Not,
great
I don't
passer
like him.
to me.
Okay, he reminds me. Okay, he has good games, but in the big games, he be looking too flustered in big games. Like I don't
Yeah,
want that. Like, cause yeah, he gonna beat who he's supposed to beat. He gonna show out, be doing it. But every time it's an opponent where they give you some pushback, he'll throw it to the other team. So I mean,
yeah.
he good. He a good athlete. He's a good quarterback. But that's just it's like when it gets tight, I don't like his decision making when it's in the pressure
But when the
cooker
spotlight's
situation.
on him in the big games
Yeah,
and the pressure's on him, he chokes. That's what you're saying, right?
I don't like his decision making when the game is on the line.
Yeah,
When it's like a last drive or they got a score to go in the second half, he always makes like a boneheaded play out of nowhere. Which I know he can play better than that because, like I said, throughout the game he'll make some crazy teams. He'll some crazy plays. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. What about
but
Will
then
Howard from Ohio State?
he's decent. But then too, another thing about Quinn Ewers, I think he was looking at Archie Manning over his shoulder too. So that could have an effect. When you got somebody that as soon as you make a bad throw, put Arch in, put Arch in. So I mean, but
So
you
you
got to
think
be able to
Archer
fight
Manny
for that
being
spot.
right behind him, you think he was going to steal his job a little bit? You think he had
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh,
he was
most
going to take his
definitely.
job because Quinn Ayers, he came in number one all year. He knew that Archie Manny was right, up under him if he messed up. But I don't think, when it came to a point that Archie Manny was a threat to him to take his starting job. I never thought of that.
Yeah, but
But I mean, as far as the draft pool for his quarterbacks, we got some nice ones. What's
I like the quarterback,
Oregon's quarterback?
Dylan Gabriel. Yeah, he's cool. Like I said, it's some
Yeah, he's
they some
cool.
nice
Dylan
quarterbacks,
Gabriel.
but I still think that Shador and Cam is the top two quarterbacks. But yeah, like I said, they're not. And the guy from LSU, what's his Nussmeyer? He's decent. Jalen Milroe, I don't know if he still did he declare yet?
He's gonna come out. I don't see why he should come back.
Yeah, because he
Um,
still got a year. He still got a year left for eligibility, right? Jalen.
I think he does. Yeah, he was a junior.
Yeah, one. Yeah, one or two. Yeah. So I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's some like I said, it's some decent quarterbacks, but it's not. Yeah, I'm talking about like guys that can come in and start for you. It's maybe Quinn Ewers can too if he tighten up, like I said, in those trouble areas. But we'll see.
Um, Penn State, they got a nice quarterback too with Drew Allard.
Yeah,
He's nice.
I
He
like.
has a big arm.
I ain't
He
even
has the
gonna lie.
height. He
I ain't
has
even gonna lie. I like Captain America too from Army. If somebody get him a scheme,
see, I have a problem with that. If I'm a quarterback, I'm gonna go to Navy or Army because all you do is run the ball. So how you gonna show your talent off if it's all you do is just run the ball?
but he was nice though. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
nice. He had yeah, yeah, he was nice. He was sixth in the Heisman voting.
If I'm
So,
playing any other position besides a running back, I would not want to go to one of them schools like that.
but like I said, yeah, that's why Josh Allen he didn't really get no recruits. He ran wing T in high school. So people like, how did
Yeah.
nobody give him no offers? Because he didn't throw. That's option. That was back like old school Western back in the day. You know, they ain't not throw the ball at all.
Triple O all day. I mean, it's a good offense, but in today's world of football, that shit is boring.
Yeah.
That shit is boring.
But Dre, to your question, you said what team do I want to see Trav go to? Um, I I know he gonna go to a bad team because he's gonna get picked high, but man, I would like to see him go to a contender that he can develop because a lot of these franchises is bad because they got a lot of bad development, and I'm starting to notice that no matter what players they draft in, they're not developing them right. So you can acquire all the talents you want to, but if you don't know how to cultivate that, it's not gonna amount to nothing.
Well, as far as Travis Hunter, he has to figure out what position he's going to play over there. But far as the number one team, I hear that is after Travis Hunter real big is the New England Patriots. I heard they want
Yeah,
to get him real bad.
yeah.
I can see him definitely going over there playing cornerback for them. Just with the history the Patriots has with their cornerbacks, I can see him going to New
Oh,
England being
pair him with Gonzalez over there. Ooh, that would
yeah.
be a nice
So
duo.
I can actually see him
Yeah.
going to New England far as a cornerback, and I think that's the position he should play in the NFL is cornerback. Don't get me wrong, he could play wide receiver in the NFL, but he's more of a defensive player for the NFL.
Yeah. Like I said, because I know he said, I'm no, I want to play, man, Trav. I know you want to play both ways, but that
Can't
NFL
do it
is a
in the
different
NFL, man. He
game,
going
man.
yeah. You think all that conditioning and training he do in college is shit? He do that in the NFL, man. You got to think these you playing with grown men, bigger, faster, stronger. That's all I got to
They
say.
doing this, they and how what everything Trav you thought you was doing, everybody's doing that in the NFL. That's the difference between college and the pro. All that extra practicing, you think you doing all this work, everybody is doing that. That's the standard in the NFL. So you're gonna come out with the cream of the crop athletes just like you. There's a bunch of yous out there too. So you got to put that into account also. Like you ain't just gonna be the best athlete every week in and week out like you was in college. It ain't that easy.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. But on to some basketball, dude, man. Why they do Mike Brown like that?
Yeah. I'm Sacramento Kings, man. Y'all foul for that, man. I hope y'all lose every game from here on now out. How y'all gonna fire Mike Brown like that, man? He just won Coach of the Year 2 years ago, man. He took the team to the playoff that's haven't been done in 16 years, and that's the way y'all treat this dude. Y'all out of line, Sacramento Kings, for that. Um, it wasn't necessary to coach. It was the team play.
Yeah,
Um,
it was a
you have a
team
lot of
play. It was
injuries.
poor
The
execution.
team's not playing good, but with these GMs and owners, they simply impatient. If you're not winning
Hmm.
games and you're not performing to their standards, they want to can you right away.
Okay, standards.
So
I'm
that's
glad
the
you
messed
brought
up
that
thing
word
about
up.
it.
What standards did the Kings have? Like you said, y'all hadn't went to the playoffs since 2006. What standard did you have? He came there and set a new standard.
So
That's what I don't get. Then that was dirty. Look, after the game, next day they let him run practice. He did the media and
did the
everything.
media
They waited till he left, was about to get on the plane to fly to LA, and fired him on the phone.
on the phone? What a coward move by the Sacramento Kings. You didn't even have the boss tell this guy in his face, "Hey man, we want to holler at you. Can you come in?" You got to tell him over the phone. Cowardly move by the Sacramento Kings, man. I hope y'all choke for the rest of the goddamn year and the future.
And then, okay, what they look like to some other coach that want to come in here. Oh, that's how y'all doing it? You gonna fire me
Right.
over the
That's how y'all get
phone?
down. But once
And I just
again,
want, like I said, I just want coach of the year for y'all. Broke the
once
playoff
again,
drought.
it's a business. I get it. It was a business move, but this business move wasn't a great one, you know. So that's foul. GM and his owner got scandalous, real scandalous for that. Mike Brown, he's a good coach. Will he get another coaching job? I think some will pop up for him because it's definitely going to be
But
some
this the
more
thing though.
firings and it's going to open up some jobs for the end of the year. So I think he'll get looked at
This
again.
this don't look good on his resume because this is his second in-season firing. Remember, he got fired by the Lakers in 5 games.
I mean, well, if you're a
That
team
don't look good.
and you're looking
He
for a
might have to go
coach
back.
you have to look at the way he got fired. And
Yeah,
I would simply look at the team play, the way the Sacramento Kings were playing, when he got fired. So I would look at, the team wasn't playing good. You had some injuries. Um, this guy just won Coach of the Year. So I take all that into consideration if I was looking at Mike Brown, because he got a raw deal here. This wasn't fair at
yeah,
all.
no,
This wasn't fair at all. So I don't think it will affect him from getting another job. But if he got to be an assistant for another year or two, before his name pop up again, I mean, he should get another job. But like you say, he has been fired mid-season, twice now. So
yeah. So that's not cool on your coaching resume. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
It's
But
like you making me look bad, and the players out here being trash. You can see him going off in every post game. He like, I don't know what we teach these guys how to execute, and they're going out here and doing this. It's like he's trying to hold the players accountable. What more can
oh
an
yeah,
actual
you
coach
see,
do?
he called out
I
De'Aaron
can't
Fox and
go.
said,
Yeah,
"Hey, this loss was on you." You seen that, right?
he's like, right. He's like, how y'all don't think these players? Oh, we don't hold the players accountable. Then,
Shit, I
like I
like a
said,
coach
that's
like
these.
that. If I'm
But
messing
then,
up, hold me accountable for what I did. Just don't make no
but look
simple
though,
whack excuse and say,
yeah.
"Oh, this is why the team lost." No, hey,
But
De'Aaron
look though,
Fox, you cost us this game by
remember,
making a mistake, and he simply
remember,
called him out. In which I like that in a coach. He keeping it real. Keep it
yeah,
real.
remember,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna make no excuses to give a media some joy of other speculations. No, I'm gonna call out the players.
right. Just like remember, Kevin McHale got fired for asking James Harden to play defense. Remember that on Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, I think
Oh
Kevin
man,
McHale got the right to ask you to. I think he earned the right to ask somebody to play defense. But like I said, it's the new generation. You can't be hard. It looks like you can't get on these young guys now, or the coach you're gonna get fired. They're gonna, oh man, he doing too much.
no, this new
It ain't that
generation and this
serious.
new the way these owners is and these GMs. If you're not putting up no W's, they really get rid of you real quick.
It's a combination of both. And these owners, they reacting to shit they seeing
Yeah,
online.
these owners are simply
Just like
impatient. These GMs are impatient. You got a Sacramento Kings team. Let's say even if they was doing good, it still wasn't a NBA championship caliber team anyway. At best,
yeah,
second round at best. But damn, I understand they had a bad stretch. 5, 6 games. So you still got basically half a season left to turn things around. And the way the Western Conference standards is, you could win 3 games in a row and you could shoot up to 6, 7 seed, or
yeah,
you could lose 4 or 5 games in a row and go down to the 10th seed. That's just how tough
right,
the Western Conference is this year. So I
right.
don't know. Screw Sacramento Kings. Mike Brown, man, I salute you, brother, man. Hope you get another job.
Yeah, that was foul. And speaking of coaching, this one, man, are the Lions really that good to where they're able to lose their damn near whole defense starting unit and still week after fucking week come out with a W?
Hey,
That
they
is
got
crazy. I was like, do you see how many people are out and it don't matter?
yeah, they got a ton of injuries. Once again, like I was saying earlier, you got them second, third stringers in there coming in and doing their job. Hey, they got the juice right now. they got it rolling right now. Detroit
Right.
Lions is
That's what
balling
I was
this year.
saying.
They was good last
Is
year. So
is the team
this
actually
year,
that deep? Right. To where they can go to their second and third unit and still out here competing and win. You see this on any other team, they get 2 or 3 key injuries on defense, the whole thing
right, and the
collapses.
team is done.
Not, yeah.
But the Lions, hey, they're a complete team. You know, I can't take nothing wrong from the Detroit Lions right now.
I wouldn't be mad at a Lions Chiefs bowl. I wouldn't be mad at watching that. That'd be 2 great defenses, 2 good quarterbacks. I would like to see Lamar and Pat in the Super Bowl, but that can't happen unless one of them change conferences. That's the only thing I don't like about the AFC. It got too many of the good quarterbacks all over there. I would want to see y'all go play each other in the Super Bowl.
I might mind seeing a Lions Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl. That will be a good one.
And then what you think about the Eagles too? They playing good at the right time. The same. It's a 180 from last year. You remember they limped into the playoffs and got torched by Baker Mayfield
Uh,
last year.
yeah,
So this
yeah,
year
Eagles
they
are playing
looking
great ball right now. Jalen Hurts, he's in a concussion protocol, but he definitely be back for the playoff. I don't think he should play another snap this year. Until they get to the playoffs. Far as Saquon Barkley, he's on a different level. Um,
man.
I would
He
I
should
would
have some
say rest
MVP
him. I would
consideration
say rest
also.
him, but he's not too far off from Eric Dickerson's record. So I mean, you got to look at it.
Matter
He's
of
trying to
fact, let
make
me check
history,
in with him.
and so he's not too far off. So I would say if he gets close to it, as far as next week, I say play him because who wouldn't want to be part of history? The offensive line, that'd be great for them being part of the history, and it's great for Saquon Barkley. So if he gets close to the number, keep him in there. And I understand you want to protect your best player from injury. I do get that part, but
Yeah,
you're trying to go down in the history books here.
and he definitely got a shot at doing it. Matter of fact,
Yeah, you definitely do.
how many he got right now? I'm trying to pull because he need what 236.
I think he was like 300 some yards and some change away from breaking the record. So you know he could get half of that in today's game.
No, I think it was closer than that. I think it was closer than that.
Nah, I think he was like throwing some change away. That's what I'm saying. So depending on what he does today, I'll make a determination how far he played it last week.
And so, matter of
But
fact, is Tampa Bay? They still in it, right? Right now, they're not eliminated, are they?
no, they're not eliminated. It's gonna come down to the Falcons and Tampa Bay, who's gonna get that last spot to win that division. As far as right now, the Buccaneers are up 27-14 against the Panthers. And Falcons, they play the Commanders. So it's looking like the Buccaneers gonna win that game. And if the Falcons they lose to the Commanders, I think the Buccaneers have clinched that last spot. I mean, they clinched the division and clinched a playoff berth.
Yeah. And then look, man, what about the Rams too? They've been that's a sneaky team right now.
Yeah, they dangerous too. They
Defense.
haven't clinched yet
Yeah.
because with that win, Seattle got that win Thursday night. So
Yeah.
it's gonna come down to the
Man,
last regular season games. What it look like?
did you watch that game? That was so hard to watch. Look,
Yeah, that was.
Kurt
I mean,
Herbstreit and Al and they was trying to make they was out there making jokes. They was like, yeah, they had the baseball score was the same last. I'm like, man, that's crazy. That
yeah,
was
the
the lowest
Chicago
score.
Bears is out of sync, man. I don't know what the hell. Why would they even draft Caleb Williams? I even
But the thing
said
is,
you
though,
should have kept Justin
look,
Fields and got Marvin Harrison Jr. and got you some O line in the offseason or something because Caleb Williams, he's still running for his life out there. That O line can't block for shit. Man, you could go out there and try to do a better job and get paid.
remember I was telling you, I was saying it's about these organizations. They don't have no good development team, no development program. Like I said, this has been an issue with the Bears going back. Y'all haven't had a great line. The quarterback play is suffering because of it. Like I said, I don't care what quarterback you got out there. If he ain't got time to throw the ball, nothing is happening.
Right.
I don't understand why people don't get that. I mean, you got some quarterbacks that can make up for a bad defensive line, but that's a
Right,
rarity.
right. You got some good
Like,
quarterbacks who's a mobile quarterback that can extend the play, but you know, it just ain't happening for the Chicago Bears right now. And
yeah,
Caleb Williams, he's a pocket passer.
they out here, and then they was like, "Oh, why the defense?" I was like, "Because the one thing that Eberflus was good at was the defense. He was running the defense, and y'all fired him. So the defense is gone now. So y'all started losing. They hadn't won a game since the Hail Mary by Jaden Daniels. That's crazy. They were on their way to being 5-2, and then you lose everything. Look like that one play just changed their whole season around. It was like the curse happened right there. What you And then, man, we got to talk about this too, man. Everybody got their say about the NBA viewership and stuff. Bill Simmons, he said something the other day because Brian and Brian and Steph, they had that another great ass classic battle on Christmas, right? And he was like, "Well, that's the problem with the NBA, and it's good at the same time." Okay, yeah, LeBron and Steph and Katie, they can still put on this show, but they shouldn't have to be the ones that are doing it because they the OGs now. It should be. It seemed like the NBA don't like the new guys. They're not promoting them as much. They're putting them in the time slots. They could have put Wemby in a later game, but they had Wemby in the early in the morning. I know people want to see them, but because and the viewership was up because that era we gonna watch the TV. Of course, the younger generation they gonna watch the clips and stuff on the phone or stream it or whatever. But yeah, we gonna watch Steph and LeBron because that's a throwback to when it was the thick of it. And then top that, they put on a hell of a show too. But do you agree with that? Like they not even marketing the new teams. The like OKC, they get no marketing, and they the top in the West for the past 2 years, and you don't hear nothing about them until the playoffs. They don't really that got that many prime time games. You know,
Well, the NBA is just simply putting out bad products right now. Everybody want to shoot three ball. You got the Boston Celtics averaging what 53s a game or something like that. Um, the talent, the talent out here is just not the same. Like far as old school basketball. Um,
oh, shout out Shoes watching. What up,
um,
bro?
Shoes, what up? The I mean Victor Wembanyama. Look at him. He's 7'4", and he's out here spacing the. He's out here running spacing the ball like shooting threes and shit. You know, old school players in the early 2000s and 90s. A guy that tall, he should be up under the basket. You
Yeah,
know, don't get me
you
wrong.
like
He's a great player. He's averaging 25 points a game right now. It's great for the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs definitely look better than last year, but the NBA is just weak right now. It's too many fouls called. You can't even stare at nobody for 2 seconds without getting a technical foul, which is BS. I'm like, God
that's
damn,
crazy. Yeah,
you
yeah
motherfuckers this soft out here. The referees, they act like they got money on the game sometimes.
they get the
It's just
referees. The
complete
referees
BS
is
out
getting
here.
yeah. Referees is getting in their feelings. The referee want to be a part of the show now.
Right. And who who is the best player right now to you? Like far as like who you think's gonna win the MVP? They have Jokic
Uh,
like right now winning his third MVP out of 4 years, right? Look at
yeah,
his style of play. Look how basic it is. You know,
yeah,
if Jokic played in the early 2000s or 90s, this dude wouldn't be the best player because you got a larger one, Shaq, players like that. So just think if Jokic played in the 90s or 2000s.
yeah, and he has a game, an all around game, not
You know
a
what I'm saying?
specialist
So,
game, or he's a slasher, or he does this. He know how to you play basketball. Just like
right,
I
right,
hate the
right.
two-way player thing. Oh, he's a two-way. But what is that? I thought you just played basketball.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just bad play in the NBA right now, man. It's these scores are out the roof. You know, you got 135 to 142 and shit. It's just no defense, man. They have to correct something. Either they're going to probably move the 3-point line back, or you can't put a limitation how many threes a team can shoot. You
Yeah,
definitely
that
can't do
nah,
that.
yeah, they can't. Yeah, they
so
can't do that. Yeah,
so I don't know. They
yeah, I
got to
heard
fix
that.
something. So
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, nah, you can't do that. You
yeah, you
can't
you
do that.
can't tell a team, hey, you only can shoot 25 threes first half, or and they only can shoot 20 second half. They can't do that, you know. So I don't know. They got to fix something. But far as the ratings and the viewership down, um, I was gonna say, I mean, everything's turning to the streaming platform. You know, I like
Yeah,
old school. Damn, I can't turn on the TV and go to the national television and catch a game without fucking downloading this and doing that, man. It's some BS, man.
yeah. That's what I was just saying. I'm like, yeah. What it is the people that actually watch basketball on the screens, they're not interested in the younger generation. I guess they're not because they don't engage with the fans. You know how like they had the commercials and stuff. It seemed like the players be like, "Oh, I want the money and stuff, but I don't want to be bothered by everything else. I just want to get out here and do this and that." And like that turns the fan base off too. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm out here trying to root for you, just gonna just dismiss me like that.
Yeah. And you're right. Like they are trying to cater to the younger generation and shit, man.
Yeah, and they don't have
With
no
this social
personality.
media
Like,
shit
yeah,
and it's ridiculous. I mean, everything is not meant to be touched. You know, keep everything old school. Keep everything old school, man. Stop catering to this new
if it
generation
wasn't
shit.
if it wasn't broken, if it wasn't broken, why try to fix something that wasn't broken? Just like all this moderations and stuff with this All-Star game. This is so trash. This
Man, I
tournament
don't even
shit.
talk
Like,
about
just
that
go
stupid
back to
ass
East or
shit.
West, man. like
Keep it old school, East versus West. I mean, think
yeah,
about
like
it.
it's like you said
Who the
when you
hell wants to go out here and play hard in the
and then
All-Star game? Why would I play hard in the All-Star game and that's the middle of the season and my team's in the mix of fighting, trying to position ourselves for a playoff spot, and I blow my shit out in the All-Star game because everybody want to see competition or play hard? Hell no. It's a fucking pickup basketball game.
okay,
That's all it is, and that's what
okay,
it
so
should be.
what if they change the All-Star game till after the championship? Like after
I
the
mean, you
finals.
could do
You
that.
know how
Something
like
like the NFL did, like the Pro Bowl, to after. I mean, towards the end of the season. I've even heard something like this, but I don't think that'll work. They was talking about taking the winner of the East and the West, and whoever wins that gets home court
the
through
home
the
court.
NBA
See, I
championship.
don't like that because I'm
But
not playing hard
that
for
wouldn't be
nobody else
fair.
on my team. Yeah.
Right,
I'm
that
not
wouldn't
gonna
be
play
fair
hard
because
for you.
let's say the
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers make it to the NBA Finals and the Western Conference won the All-Star thing, but in the Western Conference, the way the standard is, let's say you have a 7 seed Phoenix Suns make it at 42-40 versus a 64-18 team. That'll be BS. So whoever thought of that speculation, no, that's not going to work because that won't be fair at all.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Man,
only
speaking of
way
the Cavs,
I guess,
speaking
I
of the
mean, adding
Cavs,
some incentives to the All-Star game to make these cats play hard, but I don't see why anybody should play hard. You don't want to risk
right.
injury out there.
Because like you said, and then this 65 game rule thing too. So they're like they should have just left that alone. They should have just
Just leave everything alone. Take that in-season tournament shit out. That is the most stupidest shit. You got these bright ass fucking colorful courts. Take that dumb ass shit out of here, man. Like, get rid of that. It's just bad. It's just bad what the NBA doing, man. Motherfucking David Stern rolling over in this grave right now, seeing this bullshit.
because you see, like I said, he trying to do this farm, this camps and stuff overseas, set up these camps. And I said, all right, he's basically telling y'all he's tired of this product y'all putting out here on the court. He's like, look, I'm tired of everybody. Y'all are not Golden State in 2017. You're not. You're not Stephen Curry. You're not Klay Thompson. I know you. I know y'all wanted to shoot like him, but you're not them. You
And
know what I
another thing
mean?
I'm gonna
So it's
say, these NBA refs. Did you see Joel Embiid get tossed that game? Who were they playing that game? I don't know. It was a couple days ago when Joel Embiid he got tossed
no,
by the
yeah, I
female
seen it.
referee.
It's because these referees they getting too personal now. Like I said, they
But
you y'all
yeah, they
why
getting
you
too
got
personal.
emotions in
But
the game?
what I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about the female referees in today's NBA game?
I mean, I
Because
don't
what I'm
care.
getting at, they made Joel Embiid, once he got that tech and got thrown out the game, he was on the front paper. Oh, he's about to attack the female referee, blah blah blah, and all this shit. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
come on now, man. Are
See
they serious
that,
trying to put that out there like that? Like he's
yeah,
about to
it's an
hit the female
NBA
referee?
referee. Yeah, it's an NBA
Yeah,
referee
yeah,
gonna do
man.
it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I understand they trying to make the shit equal and all that, but I don't think no female referee should be in a men's NBA game.
only because you know how dudes talk. You know how dudes
That's
talk, and
exactly my point.
you can't. They don't.
You
You
know how
shouldn't
they
be.
talk out there.
They be saying whatever, crazy
They
stuff.
say whatever,
Crazy.
And if he was saying bitch, fuck you, hoe, and all that shit, I mean, it's an emotional game. But I was just tripping on how they put Joel Embiid on the front paper yelling at the female referee. I'm like, come on now, man. Now y'all gonna get this sensitive over this shit now? I say this is why the NBA sucks right now.
Everybody, yeah, every referee gonna get yelled at. You know what I'm saying? You're a referee. That's the part of your thing. You get yelled at. You make a bullshit
Yeah,
call. I don't like. I'm gonna say something.
they made it seem like he's about to attack the damn woman.
Yeah, man. So and right. So I'm yeah. I don't like that type of when they try to push the nasty work narratives. No, I don't like that at all. But
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just NBA's weak as fuck right now, bro.
But to some good news, man, our boys, you know what I'm saying? Mike Vick, D Jack, shout out. They got them jobs, man. They coaching HBC. Mike Vick got the job at Norfolk State. Deshaun Jackson got the job at Delaware State. That's what's up, man. Shouts out to them boys. You know, they was
I got something to say about that, especially that D Jack one. I understand this guy just won a state championship in the high school level, but I'm glad he got the job. And at the same time, I feel it's not fair to some of the assistant coaches out there who actually put in the work, who's been trying to fight to get a head coaching job. And you give it to Deshaun Jackson, a guy with no experience, very little experience at the high school level. The high school level and college level is two different, levels. Um, why are they pushing these guys like this that's getting these jobs real quick?
because Prime he set the standard. So
Yeah,
everything is a copycat. If you can have a polarizing figure come into your program and put some life into it, I mean, why not? Because like we were saying earlier, this is a business.
it's a
I know
business.
Mike Vick
Don't get
gonna
me
I
wrong.
know
Yeah,
Mike
they're
Vick
going to
gonna
get
come
some attended records are probably going to go up. The
right.
merchandise sales are going to definitely go up, just a simply fact because of his name. But at the same time,
Then
you got coaches, assistant coaches, been out here on the waiting list for years, putting in work. And these guys are getting overlooked at over these type of cats, that had no experience. The simple fact because of who they are and their name.
yeah.
So that's why I
So
don't really
it
like
could
it. Where like, damn, we got a coach over here who's been busting his ass on the sidelines trying to get a head coaching job, but we're gonna give it to a guy like Deshaun Jackson with no experience. So
yeah.
that's all I'm saying. It's a little unfair, but I get it. You wanna get a spike in your team, and you know over the name.
Like I
I
said,
get it. So
then somebody, they're gonna want to donate to that NIL fund. If you got those
yeah,
names, it's all about connection now. Because I mean, let's just be honest, college football is not it's not amateur no more. They actually, they've been getting paid under the table, but now it's just out there. So they starting to treat it like the NFL. So that's why
yeah,
you're seeing these college programs. They're getting GMs and stuff now. They're hiring all these different. They're getting these NFL type of coaching staffs, these scouting staffs, all this extra stuff. That they're trying to make all this, transition right over into the NFL. Which that'll be good for the NFL because guys got to start coming more ready. Not just the quarterback be ready, because that's what a lot of times that's what I'm saying. A few skill positions be ready, but for the most part, it's just the quarterbacks be ready. Especially unless you got the diamond in the rough, like a Marvin Harrison or a Travis Hunter, outside like that. Of course, they're gonna come in and be ready. But for the most part, you got to develop these other guys. And then, you know, but yeah, man, I'm gonna we gonna kick it later on after this last game. Hopefully they put some more entertaining on for us. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking, yeah, these games is not looking, you're not looking too appealing right now, dog. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm just trying to see, but
I told you I ain't
appreciate
like nothing on
everybody.
the board today, as far as betting aspect of it today. But I took the day
Yeah,
off.
yeah, but appreciate whoever stayed with to the end, man. This has been your boy Champ Grind Time. We are the nation of conversation. And you remember when you see that B, it's we, and we out.
Gone. Mhm.